Hey, how you guys doing? It's Austin here. Today is February 23rd. I am sorry about the absence on the channel. I just been in the middle of a move right now. I got to make sure my roommates have a place to go. I'm waiting for one of my roommates to get an approval on his apartment. I got to coordinate with my sister to find out when we're moving my stuff. It's a whole debacle. But I will be coming back soon. I don't know exactly when, but I know it's going to be soon as this move's over with, maybe by the middle of next month. Until then, I'm going to be trying to keep you guys updated with these types of videos, just quick, simple, short, sweet to the point. And that's the plan. So hopefully you guys don't hate me. It's just, I got to deal with this. There's no other way around it. As well as that, if you guys are looking to get into the one-on-ones, all right, I'm no longer doing those. The reason being is with my channel growing, it's just not sustainable anymore. Either one, I have to charge you guys more because then I can have less people get in and then get to you guys in a timely manner, or I have to go to a classroom type setup, which I'm fine with, to be honest. But I just want to see how this option works out first. But as of right now, what I'm doing is if you guys join the Telegram group, you guys get access to not only my educational calls where I explain, how I'm getting into these trades, the local highs, local lows, how I draw the charts, all that good stuff. But I have also already posted the first one-on-one session that I would ever teach you guys, but in video format. That way you guys can watch it multiple times. If you guys have questions, you guys can always ask them in the Telegram directly or send me a Discord PM. That way, it's just kind of streamlined. That way, you guys can join the Telegram. You guys get access to all that goodies, and as well as that, the one-on-one information. So just want to mention that for anybody that was looking for that option or waiting to get into the one-on-one program. Maybe in the future. Who knows? But today, I want to talk about ETH and the possibility of a mini bear market. Now, don't stop in your tracks or yell at me right away. The reason why I'm saying this is because I'm just being honest. I'm looking at the charts and I'm understanding what I'm seeing. Now, does that mean that it's going to happen? No. There can be things that happen that throw this plan out of proportion. So that's why we're going to talk about multiple scenarios and how can you position yourself to have the best possible option, as well as that, what regions need to hold in order for this plan to be set in place. So first off, let's go ahead and talk about the 12-hour. Let's go ahead and take a look at the indicators before we start with the Elliott wave count. Just from an indicator perspective, it's not looking good. It's not looking good in the slightest. Now, when we start with the RSI, and remember, I'm using a 125 length RSI, so this is pretty de-exaggerated. So when you see a divergence on the 125, it's pretty damn massive, and it's going to hold a lot more significance. So already we have got into the overbought territory, as well as that we have a higher high on price action and a lower high on RSI. Regular bearish divergence, also known as a reversal divergence. Now, the only thing that can possibly save us is on the smaller time frames with some bullish, hidden bullish divergence for continuation. The main thing is going to be the MACD. The MACD does not look healthy, in my opinion. When you have these double crosses to either the upside or to the downside, they typically hold significant results. All right, so you can see down here, we had a double cross to the upside, and we got a very, very nice pump. So you can only imagine what this might do. Like I said, I'm not trying to scare you guys out of your positions. I'm not telling you to sell. I'm just being honest with what my opinion is. Now, have I gone full bear? Absolutely not. Certain things need to happen, but I am planning on certain trades that I might be able to have the ability to take just in case I need to hedge my position to the downside. Okay. So that's the indicators. That's one of the reasons why I am a little bit bearish on the macros, as well as that we have gone straight up, and things that go straight up might come straight back down. All right. Typically when you have a bull market, you want to see a nicely trending bull market, and then usually it will have a parabolic push towards the end. But this bull market in particular has been nothing but a parabolic move straight from the beginning. All right. So it is time probably to come back down and retest. I told you guys from the very, very beginning of this bull market that this is not the same bull market from 2016 and 2017. 2016 and 2017 was a trending bull market on the indicators. This one was literally a double bottom target hit down. All right. I've been talking about this. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the Elliott wave count and what the possibilities on the macro 12-hour might be. All right, so first off, we have our start of the bull market. Yes, I know some people go, well, the start of the bull market's when it hit its absolute bottom and then rocketed straight up. No. All right, when you get a higher low, the previous low is the start because you didn't go lower than that point. Even though you did have a mini bull market and a mini bear market, this entire thing was a bull market. You know, all of crypto has ever been a bull market. So this is a 1 and this is a 2 because we did not get a lower low. All right. So presumably this is the top of the 3. This is the bottom of the 4. And then the top of the 5 should be roughly around $13,000 to $15,000. We could have a little bit of an extension on that. Like I'll show you guys. So right here, for example, all right, if you go ahead and take the top and bottom of wave 1 with your Fibonacci retracements, that's how you can get the target for the top of wave 3. Now, contrary to popular belief, your target is not always 1.618. It's dependent on where you find support on the 2. Okay, so right here, we had a rejection off of the 1. But then we found support close to the 0. And the 0 is the 1 to the downside. Okay. So right here, you can go ahead and assume that this is the bottom as a 1. So the way Fibonacci works is where you find resistance plus where you find support equals your target. Okay. So our target was around the 2. Okay, so we were looking for the 1692 region as the top of the third wave. Now, it doesn't have to quite hit exactly on the money. It can be a little bit above, a little bit below. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so now the bottom of the 4, according to Elliott wave, wants to be around the 0.618. And I know that's scary. That's $615. To me, it's a blessing in disguise, man. Anytime that it can have a bear market where you can make some money going down, pick it back up at that level, and pretty much have a guarantee that's going to go back up to 15 grand, I just see that as absolute money in my mind. But if you're chasing riches as quick as possible, this is going to be a hindrance in your plans. All right, so what I typically do is if I have a target that I'm looking for on the Elliott wave, I'm typically looking for the local lows that are representative of that area. So at the lowest, we're probably looking for 309. But the safest area that I'm looking for is probably going to be anywhere from 479 all the way up to that region. So you can see how I'm marking out these local lows in that region. All right. So that's what I'm looking for. Now, like I said, I'm not going full bear on you guys. I'm just paying attention to my charts, seeing what they tell me, and then making plans just in case this becomes a reality. It's all about working with possibilities, and this is 100% a possibility, but it is not yet a 100% probability. That is the difference, okay? Now, if we do happen to find support at the 1.618, the 0.618, my bad, the target would be the 1.618, all right? So that could land anywhere around 10,000 to 20,000 if it wants to. If it wants to get a little bit higher high or a little bit lower high than that $1,400 area or 14,000. Man, I'm so excited for ETH. It's not even funny. Now let's go ahead and talk about the smaller time frames for ETH. Let's go down to the 1 hour and see what the possibilities are down here. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this region right here. I've been posting this chart on the Telegram for the past week. So if you guys are in the Telegram, you guys can verify this. It has been pretty much coming to fruition exactly as I said. So we had a 1 and a 2, all right? And that target for the 1 and 2 was roughly 1940. So we were looking for anywhere around 1940. All right, I've been bearish ever since we hit the 1865 top. I had a short from there. I took profit too early, but that being said, I did get a very, very nice long off of this bottom right here up to that relative top. And then I got out of my positions because I was just too scared. I didn't want to play this market anymore. I said, get the hell out of here. So I didn't short this, unfortunately. I did get a couple nice positions along this, like on the downtrend, but I fumbled the ball on that one, to be honest. All right, even though I saw it coming. All right, so this was the top of the 3. Now we're looking for the bottom of the 4. The bottom of the 4 wants to be around the 0.618 of wave 3. So we're looking for around 1586. Okay, now, like I said, what I typically like to do is take the local lows that are around that target area and then use those as my levels for trades. All right, so for me personally, I am going to be long as long as we stay above 1494. If we are above 1494, I am long, okay? Because that would be considered to me the bottom of the 4th wave and the possibility of a 5th wave. So one thing that you can do if you are using Elliott wave, all right, you can go ahead and take a long position from here with a swing account and a long position from here with a scalp account. Your scalp account is simply looking for, to take profit around the last local high, so about 2061. So probably take your profit around like 1920, somewhere around there. And then you're looking for a rejection to possibly scalp to the downside and then a bounce, and you kind of just work your way through it. Now, since this is the possibility at the moment, I would say the 5th wave would be around 3,135, maybe a little bit below, maybe a little bit above. Who knows? But that's what we're looking for. Now, that drop is going to be catastrophic, okay? If that does come to fruition and that is the top of the 5th wave, that is definitely going to be a killer on some people's wallets if they're not prepared for it. So I didn't really focus on Bitcoin in this video just because I find the Elliott wave count on ETH to be more accurate and also easier to read. So also ETH and BTC are correlated to each other to some, some level. So if I can call the top on ETH or pull back on ETH, typically it's going to happen either a little bit before or a little bit after on Bitcoin. All right. So that being said, guys, I hope you appreciate this video. I just wanted to outline my thoughts on the market. We saw this short coming. I've been warning people about it. I transferred some money into USDT the other day, and I even posted in the Telegram. I posted, I'm getting out of this market for about 2 days just to see what happens because I'm not too confident on either direction, even though I think it's probably to the downside. Like I said, guys, I'm going to try to get back into streaming as soon as possible, but for right now, I just can't. And as well as that, if you guys want to get updated more often, you guys can join the Telegram. Like I said, I have the videos of what would be a 101 on there as well, just to help you guys out. So as always, I love you and I appreciate you. I hope you guys have a good night, a good day, and please play the market safe. Look at the possibilities, mark out the probabilities, play it safe. It's like a game of chess. All right, and you're trying to checkmate all the other traders. Just put your positions in a strategic way that ensures you're at least going to make something. All right. So once again, appreciate you, and I'll see you on the flip side. Goodbye.